compression release. And boy, does this thing got compression. What a monster. That's one of the gnarliest sounding big bore two-stroke exhaust notes I've ever heard. I would even say it sounds gnarlier than the CR500 at idle. It's got just this wicked snap, high compression motor. This motor is brand new. It's just been rebuilt from the crank up by Gilbert Pattison, the Manic mechanic out of Delaware that we bought a collection of motorcycles from. This was in his living room, along with his two cats in his 1973 CR250 Elsinore that he bought brand new and some other pristine bikes. He did a full frame up restoration on this thing, and I was riding through the museum lower level here, and I was thinking about Steve McQueen and the movie On Any Sunday, and that's kind of what it jogged my memory banks. And what a stunner from the fire engine, red and chrome on the tank with the white pinstripes to the beautiful saddle and the polished aluminum fenders.
Got the massive original Bing carb, which carburetes surprisingly well.
Just a beautiful piece, man. Look at the rims on it, polished aluminum rims. The shocks look to be brand new. The frame looks to me like it just came out of the battery on Junior's camera just died, and as it was off, I was walking around looking at it going, you know, this thing's absolutely a work of art, the way they were designed and manufactured back then. And look at the decal on the original aluminum air cleaner, polished aluminum. It says World Champion Replica Ben Aberg signature with a reef on there. It's just stunning. Look at the Husqvarna logo on the side here, and look at the Husqvarna on the chain cover with the crown on there. Just absolutely stunning. This truly does look like a brand new motorcycle that sat on the dealer floor since the day it was built. Gilbert did a stunning job on this. Everything's beautiful. This is the original Magura throttle. You can see has a Magura logo on the side. It's polished aluminum, brand new Ori grips, Magura levers with the polished finish on them, chrome bars. The original triple clamps are in strip painted and refinished. All the hardware is new. Look at this right here. This has the original Husqvarna logo from Sweden. I'm assuming that since the frame was repainted, that's a reproduction decal, but I'm not quite sure. One of the detail techs was polishing the fender and actually left the polish on this side of the fender. So let me take that off. That's an oversight. We should have. It's got an extra layer of wax on there. It did go through our detail department, which I'll read off what they did, but they left a little wax on this side of the aluminum fender. It's kind of must have been dark in that corner of the shop, but just beautiful, beautiful piece. The original forks have been completely restored, new rubbers, new seals, new oil. The original front fender and fender stay are intact. Beautiful front number plate. The wheels, these wheels, I don't know if these are the original wheels. They look to be brand new, as do the spokes, but you can see the logo right here. Can you read that logo, Kenny? 2020 vision, if your camera can see it, but I believe this is Akron. And the spokes are brand new. The hub's been rebuilt, new seals, new bearings. I'm not positive if the aluminum pan on the bottom here, the skid plate, I don't think that's original, but you can see in between it and see that the frame rails are dent free and absolutely straight and meant to stay that way with this aluminum pan. I don't know if that's a custom item or if that's original. Original motor mounts, kickstand, foot pegs are perfectly straight and in new condition, as is the shifter. This side of the engine case is pristine. All the hardware is pristine. All the gaskets are new. You can see the primary gasket is new. You can see, you know, the engine's been completely rebuilt. The original carb looks to be in brand new condition, as is the original intake. So, you know, I see these come across the auction block, and I've seen some for sale at Mecum, bringing obscene amounts of money just to do a restoration of this quality. Figure 120 hours labor, about 3 weeks worth of labor, and thousands of dollars in parts. So to bring one of these to a shop and say, hey, make it look like this, you know, a barn find, if you can even find a shop that'll do it, you're going to drop 10 grand on a restoration of this caliber with these quality components. The tires are brand new, the tubes are brand new. One of the things we added, we actually put the chain on it, the gold chain on there. It actually came to us, it was in Gilbert's living room, and it had no chain on it. I almost forgot to mention this. The engine had never been started after we rebuilt it. Gilbert had a collection of, what was it, 40 motorcycles, and all the ones that he rebuilt that were inside his house, he goes, well, I've never put gas in it, and I've never started it. And I said, well, how do you know they run? And he goes, listen, I'm not your average mechanic. The guy's a world-class mechanic. He built supercharged V8 motors and built that Rickman cafe racer and, you know, frame-up restorations. He knew it would start, and sure as shit, we put VP T2 fuel in it, and she fired right up and ran perfectly. So it hasn't even been through the break-in period yet, so we haven't taken it out and stretched its legs. It's gone through the first and second gear here in the museum, but that's about it. It's basically, it's not basically, it is a brand new motor. Going through the notes of what we did here, it went to the service department. It was in Gilbert's living room, so it wasn't dirty, just a little bit of dusty, so they hand washed it and polished the entire motorcycle from top to bottom. Paint job, they polished the fenders. As you can see, they left the aluminum polish on the front fender on the backside. I had to wipe that off. They waxed the tank and the fenders, polished the rims. You can see how beautiful those look. The tires are brand new. They put some tire dressing on those to shine those up. Clean and polished all the chrome. Touched up the kickstand, the frame, and the exhaust were touched up a little bit. And that's about it. Final wipe down. So, service department there was no fluids in the motorcycle, no gas and no gear lube. Gilbert told us that when we got it. He said, don't run it without putting gear lube in it. So we filled it with gear lube, put the racing fuel, VP T2 non-ethanol fuel in there, took the filter out and lubed that so it was dry, clean set and adjusted the carb. I don't think it needed much in the way of cleaning because it was brand new, but they took it apart and adjusted it, put a new float needle in it, installed the gold chain because there was no chain on it, and actually put these tires on it. It did not have the these tires on there. It had a new set of older tires on there, so we put these brand new Dunlops on there. It just gives it a real nice fresh look. It's got new Ori grips on it. Runs like a brand new motorcycle, and it sounds, I think it speaks for itself. Good luck finding a nicer one. I guess I'll finish with that. I mean, this is one of those bikes where I could have just kept my mouth shut and let Junior walk around it with the camera, but I'm trying to give you as much background information as I can to help you make an educated purchasing decision. It even has this disclaimer of warranty sticker. Did you see this right here? I'm assuming that's something they came with right from the factory, and that's probably why Gilbert put it on there. Junior, have you seen anything even close to this come across our stage here?
Honestly, a restoration like this on an early Husky, nothing comparable. Only in the auction stage from Mecum or Bonhams. I can pull a few examples.
And who's to tell if those look as good up close as this one does? You know, guys, when this bike came in, I told Junior, I said, we should take this bike to Mecum along with the Rickman CR and this absolutely stunning Bavarian cream puff over here. I wanted to bring that too. But Junior's like, why would we do that? We have a bigger, or as good of an audience as they do. We've got 2.5 million views every month on the channel. Let's just do it on our channel. I just wanted to do it for the experience. This is definitely a bike worthy of Bring a Trailer or Mecum or the New England Motorcycle Museum showpiece, centerpiece. This will be on display in the museum through Christmas. The auction ends, well, 7 days from today. So it starts tonight, Friday, and it'll end next Friday night, which is next Friday Christmas? End Christmas Day. So if you want what I think is the nicest Husky 450 for sale on eBay today, certainly I didn't see anything even close to it or anywhere in the country. Buy this bike. It's the right color. It was done by an obsessed mechanic with no distractions in his life. He had no kids, no wife, and all he did was work on this bike day in and day out till it was absolute perfection. This was in his living room, and it's on display in the museum now. So absolutely museum quality investment piece. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more great bikes coming your way. Thanks for watching. God bless America, and God bless Sweden and Husqvarna for kick-ass machines like this. Happy holidays, folks.